Vivo recently announced its first ever foldable smartphone, the Vivo X Fold. And with flagship-level hardware wrapped in a clean design, the X Fold has the makings of a good device. But is it enough to go head-to-head with Samsung's folding flagship? I'm Harley Morano with Android Authority, and in this video we are going to be talking about what makes the Vivo X Fold a strong entry into the world of foldable phones, and discuss how the Vivo X Fold compares to the Galaxy Z Fold 3, which is arguably the most refined device in its class. The Vivo X Fold's display checks the boxes of what you'd want in a modern flagship. The Vivo X Fold features an 8.03-inch screen, which is about an inch and a half bigger than Samsung's offering. Now, it may not seem like a big deal, but if you are looking for a foldable with the most screen real estate, every inch counts. The display on the Vivo X Fold is a 120Hz LTPO OLED panel. Now, if you want to learn more about why LTPO displays are a big deal, make sure to read our full article at androidauthority.com. However, the gist of it is this. With an LTPO display, the X Fold is theoretically capable of adaptive refresh rates as low as 1 Hz, which can help preserve battery life when you're viewing static images or just reading a block of text. Although the actual minimum refresh rate on this device will depend on how Vivo handles the feature in its software. The inner folding display is protected by ultra-thin glass, and the phone is certified to withstand up to a whopping 300,000 folds. To put that in perspective, that's 80 folds per day for 10 years. And on top of that, the Vivo X Fold's durability claim surpasses that of the Galaxy Z Fold 3, which is only rated for 200,000 folds. Vivo was also able to integrate an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor in each screen. Now, this is in contrast to phones like the Galaxy Z Fold 3, which embed a fingerprint sensor on the power button instead of in the display. And unlike other foldables, the Vivo X Fold features a crease-free design. However, we will need to get our hands on a review unit to verify the company's claims. Keeping with this year's flagships, the Vivo X Fold sports a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor, which should provide seamless performance in everyday use. Of course, we've yet to see the actual benchmarks from the Vivo X Fold. However, we anticipate the device to perform similarly to other phones equipped with the same processor. The Vivo X Fold also comes with a 4,600 mAh battery and supports 50 watts wireless charging and 66 watts wired charging. Now, this allows you to charge the phone to full capacity in just 37 minutes when charging with a wire. Also, the Vivo X Fold supports 10-watt reverse wireless charging for topping up other devices on the go. When it comes to cameras, the Vivo X Fold has some impressive specs. Highlights include a 50-megapixel main shooter, 48-megapixel ultra-wide, a 12-megapixel camera with 3x telephoto lens, and an 8-megapixel camera with a 5x periscoping lens. There are also punch hole cutouts on both screens that each house a 16-megapixel camera. At first glance, some people might think that the cameras on the Vivo X Fold are going to perform way better than the cameras on the Z Fold 3. I mean, look at the spec sheet. The Z Fold 3 is only using 12-megapixel sensors. However, megapixels don't tell the whole story, and you can learn more about why that is in our explainer video. Software plays a big role in smartphone photography, so it's too early to judge how the cameras on the Vivo X Fold actually perform. What we do know is that the Vivo X Fold has the hardware to produce good photos. Let's just hope that Vivo follows through with its software. With a large LTPO display, modern chipset, support for fast charging, and promising camera hardware, the Vivo X Fold has a lot going for it. However, the phone has a few limitations that make it hard to compete with phones like the Galaxy Z Fold 3. For starters, there is a question of durability. Now sure, the Vivo X Fold is rated for 300,000 folds, but what about water and dust resistance? The X Fold doesn't have that, whereas the Galaxy Z Fold 3 has an IPX8 rating, meaning that Samsung's phone could survive a 30-minute dip in the water. The durability of the Vivo X Fold's ultra-thin glass also remains to be seen, especially since this is the company's first foray into foldables. Meanwhile, Samsung has gone through years of trial and error to improve the glass on its folding smartphones, to the point where the Galaxy Z Fold 3 can support the S Pen. And of course, the biggest reason why the Vivo X Fold is going to have a hard time competing is because it can't compete. Because it's only available in China. Yeah, that's right. The Vivo X Fold is only being sold in China with no concrete plans for a global release. There are reports of a possible release in India, although Vivo isn't making any promises. Now, although the Vivo X Fold's availability is only limited to China, it's still exciting to see other companies bring their idea of a foldable phone to the table. And we can only hope to get our hands on a review unit in the future. But what are your thoughts on the Vivo X Fold? Do you think it has what it takes to knock the Galaxy Z Fold 3 off its pedestal? Make sure to let us know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay notified for when we upload next. And be sure to visit us at androidauthority.com for more smartphone-related content. I'm Harley Moranin, and I'll see you in the next video.